This Charleston White and DaBaby drama is getting really serious and is escalating really fast. If something isn't done soon, I can see somebody getting hurt from this. Charleston White is really upset at DaBaby and, in my opinion, a little too committed over this situation. After DaBaby went viral for ignoring a man or walking away from a man who was offering DaBaby a painting of DaBaby's daughter.
Hey, Rock, hey,
The editing of the clip.
I ain't gonna lie though, that is fucked up that, you know, DaBaby did walk past him like that, but I don't know. I understand both sides for real, but let's just continue watching.
Really helped make people feel sorry for this dude. Zooming in slowly on his face as the sad music is playing and he's looking around kind of feeling embarrassed. DaBaby just kind of walked off on him. Yeah. Made people feel really bad for this guy. Yeah. And made him feel really upset at DaBaby for ignoring this dude and having an ego according to people. Now, this dude is an artist who goes around gifting famous people sentimental paintings. This is his thing. This is his content. This is how he gets his views. DaBaby then made a video to offer up an explanation as to why he did what he did. Now, I don't think he needed an explanation, but, you know, nonetheless, he tried to give one. But the explanation left a lot of people, including Charleston White, very unsatisfied and even more angry. Now, I understand what he was saying. He essentially spoke on how he wants to protect his kids, protect his children, and he didn't feel right about a grown man having any pictures of his daughters.
Now, before we play his video, I want to say this, like, because I'm a father, I got girls, and if I'm going to be overprotective over my girls, it's just me, though. If I'm going to be overprotective over my girls, I'm not going to post them on social media. I'm not going to have too many pictures of my kids on social media if I want to protect them, to be real. So, with that being said, if I post my kids on social media, I'm already cool with the public, you know what I'm saying, seeing the pictures. And, I mean, they can take the pictures if they want to. I'm not going to sit up here and argue with social media. Anybody that's taking my kids' pictures, and you know what I'm saying, because you put them out there in the public, so you can't do nothing. But that's just my opinion, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see what DaBaby got to say. But yeah, if your kids on social media, it's not that much protection you can do when it comes to pictures on social media.
I believe pictures that the grown men have were pictures kind of like from live streams or screenshots.
And another thing too, man, because y'all starting to get on my nerves. Talking about Buddy with this painting of my two of my daughters that he presented to me outside of a nightclub or whatever. First and foremost, I'm not the type of father that I'm not into, like, you know, grown ass men discussing my daughters, painting pictures of my daughters, taking pictures of my kids. I don't play like that. If you play like that, to each his own. You see what I'm saying? Like, more power to you. Send that nigga a picture of your daughters, let that nigga paint them, and then show him some appreciation. Number two, I'm not accepting no painting of my daughters outside of a nightclub. Number three, you see what I'm saying? You feel a way about, you know, the principles I stand on with my kids and how far I go to protect them. That ain't none of my concern. Be more grateful to it. Let's go.
One person who had a...
And maybe it was the right idea. And maybe it was the wrong location. You know, you showing up to a club with a painting of his daughters, everybody lit, you know what I'm saying? That's the last thing he want to see is pictures of his daughter in the club, which I seen that the guy had the picture covered up all the way up until DaBaby walked up to him. So, could you use that as an excuse or what? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see how I would feel in that moment. I'm out kicking it with the guys. I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? We all grown and I'm just walking. And this guy just flip open the picture of my kids. If I felt some type of way, I would have said something to him. I wouldn't have went home. Yeah, okay, this is me right here. If I felt some type of way, I would have said something to him right then and there. If I felt a way. You know what I'm saying? I would have did it the best way I could, the politest way I could. I wouldn't have went home and then made a video trying to explain or justify why I just walked right past him. Yeah, I would approach you right then and there. That would have been the difference from me and DaBaby.
The problem with this is Charleston White. Now, the rumors going around that the dude who was offering up the paint into DaBaby was actually one of Charleston White's cousins, which is why Charleston White is taking this so personally. Now, Charleston White's response started off kind of pretty measured, I guess okay in the grand scheme of things. But as each video goes by, Charleston White gets progressively worse until he gets to a point where nobody can defend what Charleston White is saying, and he officially did a little too much, you know, that I believe is going to require some type of retaliation, because you don't talk about people's kids like this.
Shout out to B White Creations. And I just want to say, I never really liked DaBaby. I just never really liked DaBaby. I ain't really into his music. I remember he was coming through Fort Worth. And the reason I ain't never liked DaBaby, because I first seen him in Austin, Texas, walking around naked with a pamper on as a grown man. So I don't like a grown man with the name DaBaby, no way. But the guy who drew the picture for him is my second cousin. His name is B White. He runs an art studio called B White Creations. Very reputable guy. Every celebrity, and I mean every celebrity who have come through the Dallas-Fort Worth area, B White Creations have drawn a picture for. He's very popular. He's drawn pictures for everybody. He don't ask for no money. He does this, and he's very creative. He does this on wood. So he does this on wood. So he's drawn this for me.
I understand, but yo, like B1 Creations is not entitled to DaBaby's time. DaBaby is not entitled to give him any attention. Would it be nice if he would have given him attention? Yeah, but he's not entitled to. And if he says he feel icky about his daughters being drawn, then you kind of have to understand. Like, he's a father. Like, you know, I'm not going to tell.
All right, no, the problem that I got with that is, okay, if DaBaby had a problem, if DaBaby really had a problem with this man drawing his kids, you was right there with him. Why not just approach the man? You don't know him, he don't know you, but the pictures is right there. The problem is right there. Why not say nothing right there? Why not approach this man about these pictures or this painting right there? I'm not trying to take no side, but I'm saying, like, I'm a father. I got girls. If I felt some type of way, I'm going to apply the pressure right there. So what? I don't... Tell me if I'm wrong. Like, the issue is right here.
What steps you got to take to protect your kids, or how far you got to go to protect your kids. If you don't want pictures of your kids, all right, cool. Now, I would say you putting your kids online, you making pictures available for your kids to be online, that kind of defeats the purpose. Right. It kind of goes against what you're saying. If you don't want people to have pictures of your kids, then why are you posting pictures of your kids online? Right. That's what I'll say, right? But DaBaby didn't do himself any favors with this next move. And this next move is what sparked the absolute tirade from Charleston White that we watched. The artist apparently still had the picture of DaBaby's daughter on his page, and DaBaby wrote, "You still got my daughters on your page as a grown man after I made it clear I ain't comfortable with that. Steady playing for this online attention, so when God put me back in front of you, I'm going to show you how serious I am about my daughters. Best advice I can give you, get my children off your page and keep doing what you're gifted at doing. Using my kids ain't the route to go. If you want to go viral, that's the route to go if you want to get hurt." This a father talking, not a rapper. Again, DaBaby got a lot of backlash for that. Maybe I'm old school, man. If a father say, "Hey, bro, take my kids off your page," all right, son, you got it, man. All right, cool. Maybe I'm just old school and I don't think now you can say, yo, DaBaby, like, you're being like too ridiculous, right? You know, you're doing too much. Cool. That can be a point. But I'm not faulting this man for taking a route he feel like is the best to, you know, protect his kids. Now, Charleston White seen DaBaby threatening his cousin, and Charleston White went crazy. Charleston White said some things about DaBaby and his kids that he can't take back.
Yo, kids, let's see if you tough like Pooh Shiesty. DaBaby, babies. And I don't care about no kid at Walmart. Yeah, he was mentally ill. I think I got me a rapper. I'm finna trick off the streets. Now, DaBaby, you want us to think you would have
Charleston White is hell, man.
done something to paint a picture for your kids. Your kids.
We're so desensitized to this, and a lot of us watch that video and we say, eh.
Now that type of shit I don't agree with. Now that's over the top, Charleston, man. It's way over the top when you go to disrespecting the man kids, man. Like, well, we ain't gonna, a father is not gonna take that shit lightly. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be pressure behind it. The pain, that's out the window. I'm focused on you now because you done stepped in something and you got real disrespectful, for real.
Man, that's just Charleston White. But DaBaby is the one rapper who is loony enough to actually give Charleston White what he wants. DaBaby is one of the only rappers who we know is stupid enough to actually allow Charleston White to trick him off the streets. DaBaby would take it there. Now, saying F anybody kiss to me is one of those lines that Charleston White crossed time after time after time, and it's like, bro, why? Why would you do it? Like, why? If DaBaby is as dead ass serious as he is about that man even having a picture or a painting of his daughters, what do you think he's about to do if he runs into Charleston White and Charleston White is saying F his daughter? You think DaBaby is about to play with Charleston? Yo, this is gonna end very badly. Right now, Charleston White brings weapons with him. You know, he brings the mace. But as we've seen, bro, Lil Baby is a documented crash out. Sorry, DaBaby. DaBaby is a documented crash out, bro. The mace ain't gonna stop it. Charleston White is gonna be forced to use lethal force to stop DaBaby from getting on him, man. And all this over what? You don't like the fact that he told your cousin that he don't like your cousin paying pictures of his kid? That's his right. Now, we could say it's silly, but that's his right.
Yo, girls, now let me see you in jail. Because I can tote a pistol. Yo, babies, to paint a picture of them babies. He ain't trying to go viral. This what he do. You just a... Yeah. Yo, baby. Yeah. Now come do something to me. I keep something ready for any one of you. A gun, a knife, a mace, or the police. You know I can say, baby, and you can't do nothing to me illegally. Oh, man, babies. I bet that do to me. I keep knife, I keep mace, I keep gun, and I keep 911 on speed dial. I bet he don't want to go to jail. They say you a killer. I like to pick on killers. Yo, baby. You ready to go to jail for babies? Baby, not really kids. I mean kids. No, for real.
I ain't laughing at when he talking about the kids, but I'm laughing at Charleston White whole demeanor, man. Dude just... Excuse me, dude's so funny, man. Man, dude is hell. But hey, man, Charles is gonna one day. Baby, give a about no kid. You think I give a about my neighbor's kids when I see them run out in the car by the car? I don't say nothing. I don't say, hey, y'all get out the street. I walk to my car and say, kid. Give a about my neighbor's kid. He think them gay people got him. Get him, boy. I don't get that money out. I don't get that money out there, boy. I don't get that money out there. I'm gonna get the money out there and you're going to jail. Bottom line, I'm sick of you talking. I'm laying dead to put one you in jail. If you swing on me, you're going to jail. Let's see if you tough like Pooh Shiesty. I think you got that pussy. I don't think you got 2 years in you. I don't think you got 2 years in you for a premeditated. I don't think you got it. Somebody gonna off you. I don't give a about getting off.
I know what a lot of y'all are saying, Flacco, you can't talk. All right, these gang members, when they catch you, they gonna get you too. You better be ready to die about it, Flacco. Listen, man, all right, there's certain things you gotta be comfortable falling on the sword on. I'm comfortable falling on my sword for exposing gang members for committing crimes and murders, right? I am comfortable falling on the sword for that. Now, if Charleston White says, hey, yo, I'm falling on the sword for exposing gang members, for destroying our communities, for being our biggest obstacles in our black community, then understood. If they want to get you for that, understood, that's a noble cause to fall on a sword on. But if you telling me you are falling on your sword and you are comfortable going out because you said F somebody's daughter, you said F somebody's kids, that's like that right there is what you want to fall on? No, come on, bro. Nah, you can't do that, bro. That's not even anything noble to die for. That's not even anything to be a martyr for. You just because you'll be wrong. You'll be in the wrong for that. That ain't something you want to fall on the sword for, man. Because, at some point, DaBaby is not going to be like the other rappers, Charleston White, where Charleston White sees these other rappers after talking trash online and they laugh about it and they shake hands and they squash it. DaBaby is not finna squash it. He's not finna shake your hands. Now, I can understand if DaBaby was responding back and feeding into Charleston White, then I can say maybe this is like a clout move, right? Where Charleston White is saying all these bad things about DaBaby and DaBaby is responding back and is feeding into Charleston White and giving Charleston White a moment. But if DaBaby ain't responding back to Charleston White and DaBaby is being quiet about it and he's just watching and he's observing, that's how you know you in trouble. That's how you know you done effed up. That man ain't even taking it online. That man ain't even utter your name yet. He's just watching. Because when he catches you, especially because you be in Miami now on live stream, when he catches you, it's going to be bad. But y'all let me know in the comment section, man. What do y'all think, man? All right.
Man, Charleston White, I feel like he taking it a little too far. He could have spoke his piece without disrespecting his kids. And I feel like DaBaby, if it was really a big issue about your kids being painted, you would have addressed that situation hands-on right then and there. Because y'all don't know each other. You don't know when you're going to see this man again unless you're going to go out your way, take time out your schedule to go find this man to approach him. If he didn't take the pictures down, but I think he took it down. But if he didn't, you would have to take time out your schedule to go find this man and approach him for having your kids' pictures on his page. So, I just feel like DaBaby said something off the fact that the video went viral and everybody felt sorry for that man. So he wanted to say something and that would prolong the backlash he was getting and stuff like that. Now, I'm not saying he's all the way wrong. Only thing I'm saying is if he felt a way, he should approach that man right then and there. Not wait to go home to think about it. Excuse me. Damn. Watch the video go viral. And then say something about it. I'm gonna say something to you right then and there if I feel some type of way. I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to go home. You know what I'm saying? And I got girls too. And far as to protect his daughters, if I felt that way, I would never put my kids on social media at all. You know what I'm saying? If I really wanted to just be overly protective over my kids and people taking pictures of my kids and stuff like that, I wouldn't even post them on social media. But if I did, and then a known painter like B. White take my kids' pictures and paint them and then present them to me, I don't know B. White, so I would still approach him to see what's going on, to figure out everything and go from there. But I don't know. Everybody got their own different feelings entitled to what they want to do. So if that was you, what you would do in that situation? Drop it in the comments.